Good evening, everyone. Good evening. We'll all start?
Good evening.
Yeah, we are all ready. We'll all start. So before we go forward, we'll all start with our prayer. All of us. We all go with the prayer first, and then we start. Let us all join our hands together. Joining hands for a beautiful cause, for the beautiful day, and for the beautiful time for all of us. On this special day of 10th year of International Day of Yoga, the yoga is for women empowerment, also for self and for the society. So let us all stay healthy, happy, and let's all make a new beginning year by year for our own self-care, for our own betterment. Let us all stay united by a single conscience. Start with 3 Omkara to invoke. All of us together, gently, slowly. Breathe in. Breathe in. I'll be going for 3 prayers. The first prayer, normal, Sahana Bhavatu. Here we go with the single way. We are all going for together. We'll chant. The other 2 will be lead and follow. We'll all make a beginning. Gently, slowly we start. Take a deep breath. Sahana Sahana Bhunatu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinamavitamastu Ma Virvishavahe Now the prayer for the sage Patanjali who wrote the sutras for yoga, for all our well-beingness, for all our guidance and vision. So we all go for the Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacha Malam Sharirasya Sacha Vedyakena Yopakarotam Pravaram Munina Patanjali Pranjaliranatosmi The last one Sangachatvam Sangadhatvam Samvo upasate. Sanjana upasate. Sanjana upasate. We'll all go for one long Omkara and three Shanti. Take a deep breath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Relaxing our palm. Kindly keep your palm on your lap. Have a feel of yourself. Observe your deep breathing. A mild vibration throughout the body. The resonance of prayer in your ears. A preparedness for the session. Good evening once again. A warm welcome to all of you. Am I audible? Can you please confirm, am I audible? Okay.
Yes, you are. You are.
Okay, fine. Now we'll go with today is the 10th year of International Yoga Day. We all are very happy that it has been totally made compulsory for people or for the whole world to observe at least one day in a year to go for your health. But many of us who are here are generally practice most of the time every day or maybe at least thrice for sure. So this year, as I mentioned earlier, it is a year of women empowerment as well as self and for the society care. So we have all come together. Today we have our special guest in the initial first 20 minutes. I will first tell about her and then we will go with the welcome. So first of all, we welcome all of you here for taking your time and coming. And a special welcome to our speaker who is with us. Her name is Anupama Vemparala. She is basically a yogini to start with, and she's a very, I should say, a proud student also of mine. And she is a managing director of one of the big four consulting firm, and she is a Itihasa proponent and always likes to analyze the Puranas, the history and Vedanta or whatever books of ours. She reads a lot and she is a student of astrology also. And she does a lot of community services, but to be for the smaller way of saying that she takes free classes of Mahabharata and Ramayana to make the young ones and adults, all of us, to know a better version and how we can imbibe the little bit of from those scriptures. And moreover, she is I should say, a very loving daughter and a dedicated mother, please, and a supportive companion. And more than anything, a very simple, humble human being. Let us all welcome Anupama. Yeah, she's with us. Welcome. Please take your seat, and she will take us forward. You see which place is right. I think mic is not required. Mic is not.
You cannot hear me well?
Yeah. All can see her properly? Can hear her also? Yes, thank you.
So then we... Correct?
No, I will do.
Okay.
I'll do.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सत्त्वं उपास्महे नारायणसमारम्भां शङ्करमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परा. Namaskaram to everyone. Wish you a very happy International Yoga Day. Thanks for taking time, and Sangeeta was kind enough to introduce me in a very flowery way, but she's my guru, and not only is she my guru, she's also my Atma Bandhu. And I must say this, that only after initiation into yoga, I've been able to progress in my learning and my storytelling endeavor. And this has helped me a lot in my corporate life as well. But and I thank you for this opportunity to share a few stories with you. So we'll talk about three things today. What is the purpose of yoga? What's the process of yoga? And what's the outcome of yoga? I think all of you have been practicing yoga for a very long time. I kind of know a lot of this. But we'll try to summarize this in the way Patanjali wanted to do, and we'll follow a little bit of the Bhashyan by Vivekananda. So, louder? Even louder? Okay.
You can ask them if they can hear.
Folks on the Zoom, you're able to hear me well?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. You want me to increase the volume of mine, or is this okay?
No, it is clear. Loud and clear. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay.
Here they can.
Okay. Maybe I'll come closer and maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So Patanjali starts almost with this that he says Yogah Chittaha Vruttihi Nirodaha. And ma'am also spoke about a little bit about Patanjali, right? In Patanjali Stotra. So this sage actually wrote three things. So for the Manas, for the Chitta, he did the Patanjali Yoga Sutras. For the Vak, he did the Bhashyam for the Ashtadhyayi, Mahabhashyam. And for the body, he did the Shrutas Bhashyam. So that's why that shloka has come. But nevertheless, right at the beginning, he makes the purpose of yoga very clear, of Yoga Sutras. That is to remove, it's just yoga is a set of instructions, call it instructions, to remove disturbances in our chittam, to be able to see the reality. In simpler form, that's what it is. Now, what is the reality? Reality could be God, Atma, Shunya, based on whatever is your reality, right? So that. Now, if you double click on it, the purpose of yoga is to remove mano vikara and help one focus on that one thing. That one thing could be anything. It could be to see God. It could be to realize your Atma, the true nature of your Atma. It could be to win a chess competition, or it could be the one single point of focus could be to make the best bundi laddu ever, right? Whatever is the focus point. Now, so this path, this set of instructions helps us realize, helps us also maximize our focus, and helps us in achieving whatever we want to achieve in anything that we set as our goal. So that's it. And the outcomes are outsized. Normally, when we go about in our life, we achieve a lot of things, but when we follow the path of yoga, our outcomes are outsized. Think about this. We have Vivekananda's picture over. So only in 16 years, he gave up his body at 39, but only in 16 years, he traveled the world, wrote over 15 books, gave several talks across the world. He also established the Ramakrishna order, the mathas, and everything. Or is that even possible? So one is able to function after a certain point of time, one is able to function at a maximum human capability, right? Now, that's what is the purpose of yoga. Now, there are imbalances in our body. We all understand that. And the reason for this imbalance is, for the most part, is our mind. Now, let's double click the makeup of our mind. Mind is made up of 4 parts, right? Manas, along with the sense organs, is our emotional faculty. The buddhi is our analytical and logical faculty. Ahamkara, the identity management, almost part of it. And then chitta is actually a thought generating faculty. That's why it says Yogah Chittaha Vruttihi Nirodaha. So this thought generating faculty is what Patanjali wants to address as part of yoga. Now, what does this do? This thought generating, each thought is a force. This force combines with emotions and the logic, and together sometimes these thoughts come, they work in our favor, they work against us, whatever that is. Observe ourselves right now. Someone may be thinking, did I lock the door? We are here listening to this, but did I lock the door? What to do after this talk? Should I go home and cook, or we'll have outside? Correct? That is going in our head. I have a deliverable to complete. Now, after this thought comes, then we will add masala to it, and we will say, the models will come as, oh my God, maybe my manager will not give me a good evaluation if I don't complete my deliverable today, or the kids will go hungry, or someone will go rob stuff in the house, whatever. So this is this keeps going on while we are talking also, right? Ever since so this is what I call mind khichdi, mental khichdi. This keeps going and there's no end to it. So from the time we get up till the time we go into deep sleep, this mental khichdi is continuously on. Now, the purpose of yoga is to reduce this activity and help us focus on that one thing, whatever thing that is to focus on. That's the purpose. Now that the purpose is clear, let's go to the process. When all of us are born, is there a user manual also that comes with us? Does a user manual come with this body? Unfortunately, no. Correct? So think of the process of the Ashtangas as a user manual. Right? So what are the 8 angas anybody can call out in this group? Just one guess. Me too. What does ma'am make us practice every day? What do we do? 2 things.
The exam for them.
One thing. What do we do in class? Pranayama. Correct. And something else? All the poses that we do? Asana. We know these 2 things, right? He says 8 things. What are the 8 things? Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. Right? We know these words, we would have heard somewhere. And they look a little overwhelming, sometimes scary, that can we pursue all of this. But I guarantee you, we experience each of these angas in different forms and shapes every single day. We'll just double click on each one of them and understand what they are. So Yama is for self-control. Yama, think of things that this is a set of things that Patanjali is telling, don't do. Why don't do? Because if you do, unnecessary thoughts, it will create unnecessary problems. That problems will lead to frustration, will lead to a lot of this mental khichdi that we spoke about, right? So we look at what all he said. First one, he says, don't cause harm to anybody. Ahimsa. He doesn't say in so many words. One single line. If you look at his sutras, one single line, he's covered 10 pages worth of commentary. So first one he says is, don't cause harm, which is ahimsa, which is meant by thought, by words, or by action. So sometimes when we are driving on Bangalore roads, this fellow, he will fall down. Sometimes we utter or we think. Himsa, that is. So ahimsa. So consciously not causing harm to anybody, even with thoughts or words or in action. Next, lying, right? So speak satya. He says, don't do asatya. What is satya? Sometimes we say, hey, what time is the class? 6:30 is the session. 6 o'clock, where are you? I am on the way, but we are still at home. Maybe harmless, but we lie, right? So But Satya is also tricky. If there is a group of robbers who come and say that or some terrorist comes and he wants to kill somebody, or some gunda comes and is asking for someone, will you tell who the person is? You have to tell Satya, no? Huh? Should we tell? No, not. It's very clearly they say in all, whether it is Bharata or any other Itihasa, Purana, wherever, Satya, which is for greater good, is Satya. If you have to say, if you telling Satya is going to cause greater harm, then that is not Satya. It is actually equal to Asatya. So speak Satya, right? Then stealing, it's called Asteya. So taking away whatever is not rightfully mine. He says, don't do that. Taking bribe, whether it is a chocolate or a crore or 10,000 crores, same thing. So that. Then he says brahmacharya. So maintaining celibacy. But for a gruhastha, it means you're dedicated to your partner. Next it's called aparigraha. Don't go in an acquisition spree. Now, this is a little, at least for some of us, it feels like that latest shoe model. Some people may say, I want to buy that before my friends buy. Aldo has released one new shoe, right? And I want to buy that before my friends buy. But it's okay to buy. It is not illegal. It is not immoral. There's nothing wrong. And in fact, the 4 goals of life, Purusharthas are what? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Kama is desire. Any desire, you have the right to fulfill as long as it is right. This is a right desire to buy that new model of shoe. The problem here is, if you go on an acquisition spree, if this buying is triggered by competitiveness or impulse, you are able to buy. Next time the next model comes, if I am in a financial trouble or some time crunch that I couldn't buy and somebody else bought, then imagine there is frustration. Sometimes the person will actually, I may go and not pay my EMI and then and buy that also. To that extent, if that goes to greater extent. So in the longer run, while fulfilling desire is not wrong, assessing the acquisition in a competitive way or in a instinctive way, impulsive way, he says, don't do it, because in the longer run, it will result in manovikara. This unnecessary tension will come, which is a disturbance for us. So that's what he says. What are the 5 now? He says, ahimsa, we have to follow, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, and aparigraha. So these are the don'ts. Now look at do's. Then he says, niyama. We finished yama, he talks about niyama. Niyama, he says, niyama, we all know, it's rules, right? Niyama means rules. Actually, if you break it down, the Sanskrit meaning also is to hold. Because unless you have rules, we can't hold ourselves together. So does Patanjali give us a timetable then? Will a timetable work? If he gives one timetable, will it work for everybody? If I'm working a night shift, it will not work for me. So whatever is your timetable, he says you create. But he says 5 essential ingredients need to be there in your daily life. What are those? Now, those are, first he says saucha. Saucha means cleanliness. Saucha is also internal, external. Okay. External, we take a shower, we clean ourselves, whatever, we clean our house. And why do we do that? First of all, if we don't clean ourselves, people will not come near us. That is one problem. But why house? Because if you have a clean body and clean house, you feel fresh. You will find things easily. Where is the car key? You will find out. You don't have to look for 15 places. And then you will not shout at people. You will not go late to office. You will not jump signals, right? And you will not go crib that your colleague got a better height. Because all these frustrations add up, and that also we will tell. So he says shaucha. Then shaucha will also include whatever we consume. What we see, what we eat, what we feel, and what we smell. Now, this could be food, the content, the environment. And if unclean and uncomfortable, what will happen? It will impact our body. If it impacts our body, we get irritated. If we get irritated, what will happen? Manovikara starts again. Now, internal, if we go internal cleanliness, not having, he says, you all have heard about Arishad Vargas, right? 6 enemies. What are the 6 enemies? Anybody can tell? So the 6 enemies are Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Matsarya, Moha, all of these. Why this is? Why anger? Unnecessary. And Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada and Matsarya. All this will lead to, anger will lead to, once we are angry, just imagine, we are driving, somebody hits us, we get down, both of them shout, and after we sit in the car also, that person, heart goes, oh, you shouldn't, why did you tell this to me? What happened? And all that will go in the head. Necessary, right? All that is again distracting us from our point. So those are the 6 things. First one, Saucha, is internal and external. Next, very simple. He says Santosha. What you should have in your daily life? Santosha. So all the elders, if you see in Hindi movies also, how do they bless? Khush raho. Right? They bless khush raho. So Santosha is something we absolutely need to have, because if you are happy, no BP, no sugar, and no tension. Next, Tapa. Tapa means to burn, to shine, to kind of immerse yourself into something. So whether it is all India rank holders or the startup founders or any inventors, you think they just came, did 9 to 5 job and they did that? They immerse themselves into it. Tapa is not sitting in Bannerghatta or some Bandipur under a tree. That is also a tapas only, but immersing oneself into what we do, even if it is preparing for Olympics or preparing that meal, that lunch, that dinner, or that deliverable, is also tapas. So that tapaha. So completely immerse yourself. And then there is you are completely into it. You will not see time, nothing. And that is why Narayana Murthy said 70 hours. So then next thing he says is, because if you immerse yourself, you will constantly learn. So the next thing that we need to have is Swadhyaya. So self-study. Why self-study? Because if you have to focus on that area, if you have to progress in that area, you also have to do a lot of study. So that's the thing he says. And finally he says, Ishvara Pranidhana. That is, whatever you do, whatever you are, whatever I am today, whatever I am doing today, it's not my doing. It is his. The moment we think like this, there is no this arrogance, pride, and arrogance and pride will lead to other complications in life. And again, Manovikara. So he says, as long as you have, so what are the 5 things? Saucha, Santosha, Tapa, Swadhyaya, and Ishvara Pranidhana. These are the 5 things we should have in our daily life, in our niyama. Whatever is the routine, follow consistently. That's the problem with a lot of us. We will do yoga for 4 days, 3 days. The other 2 days, God knows. So, consistent following. You have to wake up at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Wake up every day, Saturday, Sunday. All of us are guilty to this, that, okay, Sunday, Saturday, I'll sleep a little more. So, having consistently following this is what Patanjali says, do it. So, we completed Yama and Niyama. Next is what? Asana. Ma'am would keep telling every time, right? Sthiram Sukham Asana. That's the only line he's spoken about asana in so many 196 sutras. Basically, so we spoke about how to prepare the mind in Yama and Niyama. Now, preparing the body. So, body has its own, it's like it's a machine, right? It has aches, it has pains, something doesn't work sometimes. All kinds of flaws are there. So, whatever we are doing, the body has to cooperate with us to do that. So it needs to be at ease, and it needs to, it cannot just ache and pain, because when it aches, think about it, you can't concentrate. You have that leg is aching, head is aching, can we focus? Can we get good results when we have a headache? We cannot, not possible. So keeping the body at ease and stable, not shake. So sometimes when you shake legs, it's not at ease, it's not stable. So when it is stable, product works very well. Imagine driving a car, it's going. You have to stable it, Aram se it will go well. So that is the reason why we have to do asana, to keep the body stable. Now, body is fine, mind is fine. You are controlling it, you are bringing it to one state. Energy is not there. What to do? So for that, pranayama. Pranayama is nothing but the intervening in the gati, in the speed of inhalation and exhalation. What happens? That regulates the flow and keeps us and ensures energy circulation across the body, seamless flow of energy. So with this, body and mind are ready for whatever you wanted to focus on. Now there are external things going around. We have something you hear, some honking over there, some smell, some kachde ka van goes, there is smell. So there is a lot of distractions around us. So shutting that off. Can we shut that off? Do we shut it off in our daily life? Yes, no? T20 match India-Pakistan you're watching. Your wife or your child calls from inside. Can you hear? You cannot hear. That is pratyahara. We've been able to shut off. It's just that we've been able to shut off for one select activity for a small period of time. That's all. We can actually do it for what we want to do, when we want to do. We should be able to shut it off. So it is possible. We all do it every time. But for what we want to do, we should be able to do. That's all is pratyahara. Now, dharana. Sounds heavy word, right? Nothing. Defining what you want to do, in what area you want to focus. Okay, I want to focus on chess. Otherwise, how can Gukesh win at the age of 12? The chess grandmaster. We just defined that area that I will focus only on chess. So there is this trash con. There is a founder. Her name is Niveda, Bangalore based. She decided to dedicate her life or focus on waste management. So waste segregation machine is what she's invented. Then our own Narayana Murthy focused on building Infosys, right? So he says, this is dharana, that this is what I will focus on. I will focus on making healthy meal. That is focus. Whatever you want to focus on, that is dharana. If I want to focus that I want to see God, Vivekananda wanted to say, I want to see God. That is his dharana. If I want to say, we want to do this talk well, that is my dharana. So whatever is your dharana, ensuring that defining this is my area of focus that I will dedicate my efforts on is dharana. Now, dharana is over. What is dhyana? Next step is dhyana. Dhyana is you have an area, but you have to focus on within that area one particular point. So to realize Atma, I focus on my Rukuti. If I want to focus on winning that chess championship, this particular championship. I want to make this bundi laddu really, really well. So that right? It's just that what we want to do and intentionally following all these steps to focus on that piece. Now that you have dhyana, next is samadhi. All of us will get worried. Samadhi is just sitting and going away. No. Samadhi is sama plus adhi. Sama plus dhi. Dhi is nothing but your buddhi. So it's all samam. It's absolute. There is no disturbance anywhere. No disturbance anywhere. You become one with, you realize who you are. Now, you can, if you're not focused on realizing yourself or your Atma Swarupa, you can focus on that one point also, and you're completely into it, and automatically things start to manifest. After this situation, you actually, it's just like learning cycle, and before learning cycle, after learning cycle. Anything changes in you? Legs become different? Nothing, right? All of us are in the journey. This is something, this part is something we have to achieve, but to see God can be, or to feel your Atma Swarupa is one part, but you can focus on whatever point you want and you can achieve that, because that is a disturbance too, but to that extent is this. So we spoke about 8 angas, right? 8 angas to achieve what we want to achieve. Simple, or is it too complex? Simple, right? This is not rocket science. Patanjali did not give us rocket science. Simple user manual to use this body. Now, after this samadhi state, think about how to use this really, really well. What all can go wrong, you've all controlled it. Now you can use it the way you want to use. You don't have to click all channels. You can click the channel that you want to use. So this body becomes so, you can use it the way you want to use it. So that's the purpose, right? Now, so we saw purpose, we saw the process. Now let's do how does it impact outcomes in life. So it's not basically a practice, it kind of becomes the way we think, it becomes our attitude. So if you're a student of yoga, how do you know you're progressing? Yoga abhyasa will become yoga jivana, transformation. And what will happen in yoga jivana? First, aches and pains will reduce. Correct? Some aches and pains will reduce. We feel energetic. We are positive. We are not cursing people in Bangalore traffic. Right? Then we don't get frustrated and shout at our spouses if they're not listening. We don't yell at the cab driver if we are late to the airport. Right? Then we are not controlling anger, but naturally, organically, we are not getting angry. Right? Now we are more organized. We are more put together. Okay, you sit down to do your work. Hey, get my water bottle. Hey, I forgot my pen. We will everything put together. Will be more organized, right? And then if you're that way, what happens? You will start doing a lot of things that is of interest. From I don't have time to I have all the time to do what things that interest me will happen. And then people will start liking us also because we are so organized, we are so friendly, we don't shout and yell. We become very likable, right? So basically, life becomes very lovable with yoga practice, and life becomes very lovable. And by the way, we also achieve outsized outcomes in our daily life. And we progress in our spiritual path if we want to. Otherwise, even very practical path, we are able to progress. So that's in a gist. I hope we are not over time. But that's the kind of, I would say, message that probably Patanjali wanted to give us. And that's the user manual for using this effectively to realize its best potential. So that brings us to the end of this talk. Thank you very much for your attention.
All of us will stay there. Yeah. The knowledge session got over. Thank you, Anu, for sharing the complete detail of the user manual, which we already had, but I think we had not seen it, probably, right? So we will now we'll make a promise today. That is why the International Yoga Day, make a self-promise that you will start from today, like every time, let's be better and better and the best. And but we are not sure whether we are not yelling at the honking person in the traffic, or whether we'll go for that 70 hours work. At least we'll reach for at least 50 hours. If we are presently doing 35 to 40 hours, we'll look forward for 5 more hours or 6 more hours or 10 more hours. So that's going to be our promise. And yes, we'll make sure that after this talk, we'll make sure that we'll not pakka our khichdi overcooked. We'll cook it right. Allah, thinly kagost. We can, so that we can eat properly. Overcooked is not very good. Hot only we can eat, later we can't eat. It becomes difficult even to reheat. So what in a gist, what she said, what I also feel that she has taught us yoga karmasu kaushala. You do your work with lot of kaushala, with your own skillful way, in a defined time, in a manageable time, in a right way, in the right path. So Today I will be going with the mantra meditation after this because our mind is now prepared for any meditation session. We all need to prepare ourselves. So this is a preparation process that we did. From today onwards, when we are practicing yoga, we'll also prepare ourselves every day so that we bring the best out of ours. Right? So we'll all go for our mantra meditation. Please close your eyes. We all enjoy now and feel good factor. We'll do gently, slowly. Have a deep breath. Close your eyes. Those who are having earphones, please plug them on. Observe the slower, deeper, and a softer breathing. Gently tighten all your toes and relax. Slowly tighten all your fingers and relax. Let us observe the sthiti. Keeping your back and neck straight. If you can keep your nose tip gently up, please have a feel. We all go for few rounds of deep breathing here so that we start our chanting from there. Take a deep breath and a slow breathe out. Breathe in, pull your breath from the nose, feel the navel, back to the nostril. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Try to listen to the noises happening around. Let us all start with the Bija mantras. Today I will be going with the Gayatri Bija mantras. Gayatri is the mother of all mantras. A sacred mantra to go forward with. You can repeat after me. Om Bhuhu. Om Bhuvaha. Swaha. Janaha. Tapaha. Satyam. Tat Sat Vitur Varenyam. Hello. Devasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo yo Naha. Prachodaya. Apo Jyoti. Rasomritam. Brahma Bhurbhava Swaro. Observe the deep breathing, the resonance of chanting, the clarity of chanting gives us good vibes aprachodana, a complete activation of our nervous system, and a great connection between us and the nature. The response of the prana, the vibration, the sound waves are all flowing through our whole body, relieving our negativity, weakness, and tiredness, and also bringing lot of freshness, giving us that confidence that we have tuned in self for the day or for the self. Second round we go. Om Om Bhuvaha. Swaha. Om Swaha. Janaha. Tapaha. Satyam. Tat Sat Vitur Varenyam. Devasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodaya. Apo Jyoti. Raso Amritam. Brahma Bhurbhava Swaro. Enjoy the breath. Keep your palm open, palm facing the sky. Have a feel of the tip of your fingers. You can feel the tingling sensation in the fingertips. The tingling sensation in the whole body. The energy flows through every vein of yours. The energy passes through every tissue of yours. Enjoy it with a deep breathing and feel lighter and lighter. I am not this body. I am not even this mind. I am a pure, beautiful soul. My chitta, my vritti, my mind, and my worries and actions are the reflections. So keep your chitta clean. Keep your chitta pure. So naturally your vrittis, your actions will also go clean and clear. Let us all do the Nirodaha consciously today. We'll work towards our cleanliness from within, which brings the beauty from the inside and out. The last round we go. Om Swaha. Janaha. Satyam.
Om Satyam.
Tat Sat Vitur Varenyam.
Om Satyam.
Devasya Dhimahi. Prachodaya. Apo Jyoti. Rasomratam. Brahma Bhurdhavaswaro. Enjoy the breath. Relax the mind. Take a deep inhalation and complete exhalation. Feel the silence. Today we'll all go for cleansing our chitta, manas, mano, buddhi, ahankara, chittani naham, na cha shrotro na jivo na Rana netre na cha vyoma bhumirna tejo na vayu chidananda rupaha shivoham shivoham Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. I am a pure conscience. I am not this mind. I am not even this body. Na cha prana sanghyo na Vaipancha vayu Nava saptadhaturna va panchakoshaha Navakvani padam na chopastapayu Chidananda rupaha Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. We do not belong to hatredness, attachment, greed. Na me dvesha rago na. Keep your mind away from all this. Na me lobha moha mado na me naiva matsarya bhavaha na dharmo na charto na kamo na moksha Chidananda Rupaha. All together. Shivoham, Shivoham. Chidanandarupaha Shivoham Shivoham. We do not belong to any kind of punyam, papam, or worldly joys. My mind is clear. My mind is pure. I am a pure conscience. Na punyam na papam na saukyam na dukha na mantro na titho na vedana yagyaha aham bhojanam naiva bhojam na bhogdaha. All together. Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. For my soul, there is no death or fear. I do not have a father or mother, or I have a birth. I am a pure soul. I am free and I am everywhere. I am a pure conscience. Na mrityu na shankhana me jati bhedaha pita na me naiva mata na janmaha na bandhur na mitram na Guru na Shishyaha. All together, we all are one. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. My soul has no shape. Nirvikara, Mirakalpa. Aham Nirvikalpo, Nirakara Rupo, Vibhutvascha Sarvatra, Sarvendriyana, Nacha Sangatam Naiva, Muktir Nameyaha. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. Softly Chidananda Rupa Enjoy the silence. Keep the palm on the lap. Have a feel of your fingertips. Have a feel of that mild shivering in the whole system. Observe the deep breathing. Let us all wind up our session with Shanti Mantra. Let us all stay sukhi, healthy, happy, and pain-free. With this thought, we all go for Sarve Bhavantu Sukhino Sarve Santu Niramantu Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let us all rub our palm. Place it on your face and facial muscle. Let's all rub our palm. neck and shoulder. Let's all rub our palms, feel the warmth on your arms and on your thighs. Let's all join our hands together. Thank yourself for this precious time that all of you have taken. Let us all stay together. There is a saying, those who pray together, they always stay together. Let's have a great community of yoga who will take care of themselves as well as their family and the people around. Thank you. Blink your eyes and open. Now please stay. We'll do the small token of thanks to our Anugaru. Yes. So please stay there. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for the
Thanks. Yeah. Thank you, all of you. We'll all. Yeah, here we'll take. Yeah, them also. Okay, we'll have a group photo. I'll just go for the half of them have gone so fast. I know it's a dinner time. We have arranged for Lagu Upahara here. So lighter food here. So we will eat and you will eat at your home. The menu is bisi bele bath and dry fruit laddu. So don't think of it. So let's just eat what we have. Okay. Now come, we'll go for a group photo. This way. How to take group photo? Yeah, please come, all of you. Laptop, I'll take like this. Come. All of you, please come. Neither they have gone. Hey, please keep the videos on, those who have kept their videos off. No, banta hai, don't run away. One photo. Please, video on kijiye na, please, everyone. Hi. Yeah. Ajay, everybody. Please come, everyone. Boys there, please come. Amma, Kritika, bring Amma also. Come, boys. Videos on, please. ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾರಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹತ್ರ ಬನ್ನಿ ಗಿಡ್ಡ ಇರೋರು ಮುಂದೆ ಉದ್ದ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಸಿ ಗಿಡ್ಡ ಇರೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಮೇಲೆ ಹತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಮತಾ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ whoever wants to go up please come yeah still ಹಿಂದೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಹಿಂದೆ still I can see 3 videos off please on बनता है और 2 लोग बाकी है
Men can go.
Yeah, come up. Yeah. Nitin, come, some of you. Either you come, they will take. You come. Wait. So Vijaya and S have still kept the video off. Yeah, come here, come. Fast, quickly.
Shall I take?
No, they are taking.
Then they'll take a picture also.
Yeah, go back. Sir, ನೀವು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಬ್ರು ಮೇಲೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದಾ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡನ್ ಚೀಸ್ ಬೋಲಾ नहीं अभी तक can we say cheese paneer okay healthy ga okay somebody take video come closer video wala focus this and then us. They're in a hurry to go. Yes, all of them. Pura logon ka. Okay. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all. Yes. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಹೋದ್ರು ಇವರು ಮೆನಿ ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ Hey, but yeah, sorry, I forgot one thing that she can take it with your kind permission.